fam, how we doing? Okay, so I'm bringing this topic, which I've brought several times before, but I had a recent experience surfing that just made this so in my face obvious of how important this is. So if you're somebody that thinks, yeah, I would love to meditate and do breath work, I would love to feel like safer and better in my body, but I have so much to do, right? Like life is lifing, the kids are crazy, work is insane, my partner's traveling, I'm low on money, I gotta, like, all the things, right? If that's making you feel like I'll do the self-care later, I get it. Like I so beyond get it. And here's the thing. When we are stressed, exhausted, burnt out, in a little bit of survival textures in our life, hi buddy, then we lose access to the parts of our body and our brain that can actually help us get through the challenging moments. So I get it, it's really common, it's really easy to be like, I'll take care of myself after this crazy season. But that crazy season actually needs the really well-resourced you to get through. So when we're stressed, even if it's micro level stress, but it's kind of a little bit every day, our brain is saying she's in danger, alert the troops, meaning the whole nervous system and our process, to keep her safe. So for some of us, that looks a little bit more like a hyper arousal, a little bit all over the place, needing to control, feeling really anxious, feeling really spread thin, can't, like, starts a bunch of things but can't finish it. For others, it can look like a turn everything off or down, kind of paralyzed feeling, like can't find the motivation, just can't get moving, feeling lazy, feeling down, feeling depressed energy, right? Our body, our mind is literally saying she's not safe, because when we're stressed, anxious, overwhelmed, that's signaling to the body we're not safe. And so it starts using all of its resources to just keep you safe, not get you through, okay? This is so important. When we can start to notice when we're going into those tendencies of either a hyper arousal, stressed, chaotic, going through the motions tendency, or kind of a shut down, frozen, paralyzed tendency, and when we can start to give our body what we actually need, oh my God, your life will change. Your life will change because you'll have access now to the creative problem solving parts of your brain instead of just the doomsday survival, looking for proof that everything is wrong part of your brain. You'll have a body that is being properly oxygenated, so it is in a state of vitality and balance and calm, even in the chaos, versus panic or shutdown, right? And you'll have more fluidity, right? When we're in a somewhat regulated state, doesn't have to be perfect, we have more fluidity. We can see things, hear things, experience things, and not get so rigid in our meaning around them, and have more fluidity, more malleability, which helps us move through the crevices of life a bit better. So here's my example. I was just in Costa Rica for 3 weeks. The last few days, the waves were really big, but we found a spot that our surf coach, who's our dear friend, our brother, was like, you guys are ready. There's no rocks. So even though the waves are big, you know, there's no reef, there's no rocks, you'll be fine. And so we get out there, I'm definitely scared. I can feel myself getting into that kind of, I think for me it was a combination of like hyper aroused, stressed, sussing out, anticipating, and also a little shutdown. Like I wasn't going for waves, I was feeling really frozen. And so I was doing my best, but I could have done more, right? I could have paddled into shore, taken some deep breaths, watched a few people catch some waves, and just take care of myself. But instead I was like, we're going back home soon. I need to, like, you know, get as much surf in as I can. I don't want to disappoint Este, our surf coach. I don't want to be the annoying girl, so I'm just gonna like power through. So I didn't give my body that chance to find a little bit of balance. I didn't give my body that chance to come out of dysregulation and into a little bit more groundedness, so I had more access to clear thinking, to reasoning, to logic. I didn't do that. and I catch a wave. It was fine. And right after I caught a wave, I look behind me to paddle back out to the lineup, and a like monster rogue wave shows up. Like, I'm not talking like a little bigger than the rest. Like, all of a sudden, like, where did this come from? And my surf coach is a little bit in front of me, and I see him ditch his board, which he never does. He can duck dive under anything, and I see him be like, shit, and ditch his board. His board is up in the air, and it's now all of it, the wave, everything, the board, it's all coming for me. And I caught myself, which is such a rookie thing, and I didn't do it, but it's such a rookie move to get into a mode of panic, and the first thought being, I'm gonna take my leash off, right? My leash that attaches my board to me. There's something about it that it's very common when you're in a state of panic, especially as more of a beginner. People will go to that. I'm freaked out, holy shit, everything's coming to me, I'm gonna take my leash off. Which is the worst thing you can do, because yes, the board is gonna tug you, it's gonna get dragged, you're gonna drag underwater a little bit, but if it's attached to you, you know which way is up, because your board's gonna float, and when you're tumbling underwater, you don't always know which way is up. Once you get up, it's your flotation device, and once you get up and back on your board, you can move around way quicker than being solo with nothing in massive waves. So I didn't do that, because I did have a voice of reason, be like, no. But that really showed me everything I'm telling you right now. When we don't do the things to take care of ourselves and come back into regulation when we feel the stress, or we just try to push through because that's what everyone around us does, or we shouldn't need, like, it's not that big of a deal, we shouldn't need to slow down or stop or do X, Y, Z, so we push through. And in my case, when I did that, I put myself in danger. In other cases, when we do that, we just get ourselves stuck because we're in this cycle where we're not liking how things are going, but we're not giving our body or our brain an opportunity to make a shift. Do you feel me? We're frustrated because we feel like we can't motivate, we can't get energy. We're telling ourselves we're lazy, like, what's going on? But we're not actually being like, okay, what does my body need to feel a little bit of safety? Can I do some breath work designed to bring me out of freeze? Can I go for a walk? Can I connect with someone? All things that feel simple, but that we tell ourselves we don't have time for, but are the things that would bring your body into a state that feels even 10% more safe, which then would give you more access, again, to creative problem solving, to flexibility, to a wider lens, a bird's eye view of things, would give your body more energy, would give your body more motivation because it feels safe to move, right? So when we start to feel like our self-care is a nice to have, and maybe we're comparing because we don't think the people around us need as much as we do to function, or whatever the story might be, remember that your self-care isn't a nice to have, it's a have to have. If you want to move through your life with more ease, which I think we all do, right? If you want to be able to experience the depths of your life, the highs of your life, the joy of your life, and the pain without being catapulted to the bottom of the ocean floor, we need to self-care. We need nervous system practices that help us get out of the freeze, out of the shutdown, and that help us come into regulation when we're stressed, anxious, overwhelmed, overworked. And then we need tools to help us hold where we are. I think that's another big misconception, is that, oh, I'm stressed, I just need to feel better. When really it's, first, can I make it okay to feel this? Do I have some tools so that I can be like, okay, I'm stressed, and I can acknowledge it in my whole field and hold it without going down with it or skyrocketing out of the stratosphere with it? And then how can I tend to it? I think a lot of us don't have a experience where we let whatever sensation we're feeling be allowed. So therefore we can't get to that space of, okay, now let's work with it. And if this is you, and if you're like, okay, this sounds great, but I don't have time to add more practices or more things to my day, I'm already so busy, I know. And if you know me by now, you know I'm not here to tell you that you need a 3-hour morning routine and 2 hours of breath work at night, and like, no. I'm here to make your human experience easier and deeper. And that doesn't mean just cramming more things onto your schedule. It means learning how to be with your body in every moment. It means learning quick ways to reattune, to re-drop in, and to reestablish safety so you can just go live your life, right? I'm here so you can just go live your life, because so many of us are not living our life. So if this is resonating with you, if you want a little more support, just send me a message. I have so many ways we can, work together and that I can help you, from a quick hour-long session to a deeper, several month journey, to coming with me in the jungle for a deeper current retreat. So I'm here to support you. I'm here to help you. And know that even if you've felt this way for a long time, it doesn't mean you have to feel this way forever. And there is a deeper current of peace for you. There is a deeper current of safety for you, even if you've never felt it. And there's a deeper current of presence with your life available to you, even if you've never felt it. So I hope this inspires you to slow down, drop in, start learning what your body needs, and developing the courage, because it is a courageous act, to give yourself what you need so you can come back into right relationship with your body day to day.